What is up, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Flippin' Stoop. I hope you guys are having a rockin' rad day. This video is going to be about focus. Why focus is so important and what's happened to focus, right? I'm going to get into this. Me included. Focus is literally being stripped from us every day. Every day. And people are like, what are you talking about? How's focus being stripped from people? They're creating all these things intentionally, guys and girls, to distract us. TikTok, for example, look how short a TikTok video can be, right? And you look at it, if it doesn't give you instant gratification, you flip up to the next video. You could sit there on TikTok and scroll for 3 hours before you even realize that you went through 3 hours and you don't even remember what the fuck you watched, right? They're taking our focus. Now, yesterday was a pretty fun video for me. Hopefully it was for some of you guys as well. But this can go with that too. If you hear me talking about discipline, consistency a lot. But if your focus ain't on, you can't have none of them two. If you can't be focused on the tasks of the day that it takes you to be a reseller, you can never be disciplined and you can never be consistent, right? If your focus is here, your focus is over there, your focus is here, it's bouncing back 29 billion different ways instead of focusing on the task. And I said it in videos a long time ago. They are purposely, when I say they, you guys can read between the lines and figure that out. They are purposely throwing all these distractions out there so you can't focus on where your own journey's going. They're doing it intentionally. Intentionally doing that. What's their big grand scheme and reasoning for that? I don't know exactly, other than dollars. Keep people stupid. If you keep us, the people, stupid, they can keep getting away with what they're doing, right? They can keep getting away with taxing us ridiculously and increasing the price of this and decreasing the price of that. And they can just play with it all over. They showed us they can do that this year, not only, or in the year before, not only with gasoline, but with fucking eggs and food in the supermarket. We were going and buying 60 eggs, 5 dozen eggs, for $2 and some change about a year and a half ago. Not even a year and a half. It wasn't even that long ago. Maybe a year ago. And then it jumped up to like $14 for them same 5 dozen. And then not long after that, it jumped up to almost $25. That increase is fucking outrageous. And now it's back down to $10. So they're just showing you what the fuck they can do, right? And then they'll say this, they'll give you this bullshit scheme that it's about this the chicken pen disease or whatever the fuck, the lies that they tell people to get away with what the fuck they're doing. It's all fucking lies. We talked about lies yesterday. I said it in my video yesterday talking about, the hacks and shit like that. It's all fucking lies. It's all propaganda bullshit. It's all, everything you see on the media, if it isn't the weather, it's lies. I'm telling you, people aren't going on there and telling you the fucking truth. CNN and Fox News ain't telling you the real truth. Why the fuck would they expose themselves like that? What's that do? It distracts your attention. It distracts your focus away from what you could be building in your life. If you're doing eBay, building a successful eBay journey. So you have all this other shit going on that turns out to be more important than the journey you're on. Right? I know this because I fell victim to this many a fucking times. And I still struggle with it today. I still struggle with distractions, depending on what I'm watching on YouTube throughout my listing. It can distract me, pull me up. Before you know it, I'm sitting down looking at my computer. I'm like, fuck, I can't do that, man. I gotta get my items done. But it's hindered my growth. Distraction is the root of power. If they can keep you distracted, they'll keep you stupid. They'll keep you, and I don't anybody get offended by me calling anybody. I'm talking to myself when I'm saying us, keeping us stupid and distracted. So we can't even focus on building our own life up. I was reading a thing yesterday. People that are 80% of the people know this isn't going to be the part where I say dislike what they do for a living, all right? Because I've said that a billion times in my videos. But it's true. Still today, it holds value. 80% of the people in the United States making $250,000 and less are living paycheck to paycheck. Did you just hear what I said? million a year are still living paycheck to paycheck. So it don't matter if you make $30,000 a fucking year and you're living paycheck to paycheck. The majority of the people making $250,000 a year are living paycheck to paycheck too. So all that makes you is a little more of a high class broke motherfucker. Why? Because people don't have financial intelligence. They don't, because they don't teach it in school. They don't teach you how inflation impacts your savings, how inflation impacts this, how to actually make your money grow. Because here's the thing, you can never save enough money to beat the rise in inflation. You can never do it because the inflation keeps increasing. Before you know it, your dollar starts becoming less valuable. And how do they keep us from not seeing that shit? Through all these distractions. TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, fucking cell phones, everything. I'm going to give you an example. Our federal government gives nothing for fucking free. You go anywhere in our country, and there's people sitting sometimes in the city, giving out free cell phones. Why do you think? Listen, nobody's giving shit out for free. It's not that type of world. Stop believing it is. They're not just trying to help you out because they want you safe. They want you fucking distracted and buying into all the bullshit that is on media. Because if you are not focused, right, they got you right where they want us. They got us right where they want us. Keep us all fucking ignorant, keep us distracted, and we can keep doing what the fuck we're doing. And it's just the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer. That's what it really boils down to. It's all money. They're doing that all for a material fucking thing. They don't give two fucks about you or I, whether our child is safe or not. They don't give a fuck. They'll inject your kid with the fucking said a brain first. They'll inject people and kids with supposedly a fucking shots that will help you fight off something that they never even studied, barely at all. Oh, we'll just use them all for test dummies. Doesn't that register into your guys' mind? Like, I don't know. If you think they care about you, whoo-hoo, they got you washed just like they want to. But the truth is, I believe focus is more important than your discipline. It's more important than your consistency. Because without focus, you can't be either or. So I think it starts with focus and a plan. Got to have a plan. Some type of plans. Today, I'm just going to go to the thrift store. I'm going to buy one item. I'm going to come home and I'm going to list it. That was your plan. Don't let anything interrupt you in between that time. Right? That's focus. You just stay focused on the task. You go do the task. You know, for example, a football player that is a quarterback ain't thinking about what his wife is doing at home with their kids. He's focused and zeroed in on the game, which is taking a coach for him to stay focused, right? Or her. I don't know. Maybe sometimes I feel like I'm just I'm reaching out to nobody because I don't know. I don't hear much back from people. I do appreciate the comments. I do come back, but I've been making video content for quite some time, and sometimes I don't know. Maybe sometimes I feel like I'm making content just to hear myself talk, right? But it's true. Focus is a must. I'm going to wrap this video up, but I just wanted to share that because I see it everywhere, guys. We go into the gym every day. When I used to go into the gym years ago, people would talk and communicate. Communication is being lost. Look why they took out all kinds of shit in schools. Is this not a red flag? It started with the Pledge Allegiance to the flag. When they took that away, it started all back then. We're just going to keep dumbing these motherfuckers up and keeping them stupid. You go and scroll through Facebook, okay? And I'm not saying you got to be able to be a spell genius and spell perfect. I make mistakes too. But the amount of illiteracy that is allowed in social media is fucking batshit crazy. They do it on purpose to keep people stupid. They're making, you know, when I went to school, proper grammar was important, right? And I didn't do that great at it. I wasn't the best in things like that. Today, It's fucking ridiculous. Just go scroll down your timeline on Facebook one time. In the fucking memes, 99% of them are misspelled on purpose because they know they took that shit out of schools and the kids can't even understand but shorthand and misspelled words. It's nuts. Cuz. C-U-Z. C-U-S. What the fuck? The fuck is going on with this world? The focus is not in the right spot, I'll tell you that right now. It is not. Too many people are not standing up and saying, nope, I don't want my kids stupid. What do you think? What type of fucking future do you foresee for your children's children? They're going to be ignorant as fuck. They're going to be walking fucking idiots, right? And that's not me bashing your kid. We got kids too, right? And grandkids. I'm just saying in general, by the time, there won't even be a school. I don't even know why school exists, man. If we really want to boil something down, what does school even exist? Like when I was a kid, you had to pay a nerd, right, to copy off them or some shit. Something, right? Or you had to go to the library and look shit up. What the fuck is there school for? You don't need it no more. All you gotta do is Google the fucking answer and you get the answers every single fucking time. You go home, you got homework, you can get it done in 10 minutes. There are some days that took me 8 hours to get my fucking math homework done because I didn't know what the fuck how to do it and I had to figure it all out. It ain't like that anymore. A kid can just be like, okay, what's 10 times blank to the 10th power to the boop, 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 and the answer is there right fucking now. It's all to demoralize people and make them ignorant, man. That's all it really is. So, to be truthful, I don't think there is going to be the school we once... Well, there already isn't the school. The school system is nothing like it was when I went to school. And I'm not saying when I went to school it was right? I'm not saying that. But I don't even believe... If you're going into entrepreneurship, you need to know how to talk, and you need to know how to do common math. All the rest is fucking garbage, and you're never going to fucking use it in your life. Maybe health class. It's good to know about your health, right? And how the body works and so on and so forth. But who's to say they're telling you that's correct, right? That changes every fucking year with the more research. So, by the time you think you know how your body works, 5 years down the fucking road, you don't know shit because they figured out some other shit, right? I've noticed that with calories. Years ago, calories, you should only get X amount of calories a day. And then it increases. And then, the yolks and the eggs are bad for you because they're loaded with cholesterol. Blah, 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 right? So, I know I went off on a rant, but the truth is, you have to have focus to make it in reselling. You have to have focus to make it in anything. Anything. And there's too many distractions going on today, and there's too many people feeding into it, and I see it in society, and I live in a very small town, and I see it everywhere. People are not communicating anymore. It's fucking weird, man. If you want to know the truth, it's almost like a fucking apocalypse without everybody fucking dying and zombies running around, because I'll say hi to somebody at the store, and they'll look at me like I did something wrong. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with society? Like, they used to be a thing when I was a kid. You greeted people when you seen them. You held the door open for them. You asked the lady if she needed help putting her groceries in her cart. Today, they'll pull a pistol on you if you ask them if they need freaking help with groceries being put in their fucking car. They'll think you're trying to rob their fucking car. Why? Because all the bullshit they spew all over CNN and Fox fucking News. Don't trust this they're just keeping everybody separated and segregated and unfocused. They're keeping people unfucking focused on purpose. And if you can't see that shit, I don't know what to fucking tell you. Just keep going. Like, and I don't want anybody thinking I think bad or I care about anybody working a 9 to 5. You work a 9 to 5, you work a 9 to 5. But 9 out of 10 of them are dead-end fucking job. There is a cap, and that is all you're eventually going to make. And Social Security is getting all used up. So by the time you retire, you ain't going to have shit. You're not even going to have Social Security, 401k. It has never been designed for you to rely on completely after you can't work no more. Shit's all fucking scams. Look into the 401k and read up on it and really research. It was not designed for you to be able to live off it for the rest of your life after you retire. You didn't read all the fine print. The same Social Security, they paid out so much, they're running out of that too. I know people living on Social Security, and if that's the life you fucking want to choose, I don't want that, man. I don't want to be stuck in my fucking house all day long because I can't afford to do nothing. I don't know. It's up to you guys what you want to do, but I don't want that fucking life. The old the old go to General Motors and live off your pension. That's fucking dead too. Pensions are dying. Fuck, they're dead. You may as well just say they're fucking dead. That doesn't exist anymore. You used to be able to go to work for 30 years, 40 years at the plant, retire with a $3,000 to $4,000 a month pension, and you'd be set, or maybe even more. I don't know, right? I never asked my dad that personal thing, but I know he's all right. That is, I can't walk into the shop right now and get a pension set up like that for me in the next 20 fucking years. It's not going to happen, and it's not going to happen for you anymore. Like the 9 to 5 world is dying fast, but I don't know. Yeah, listen, guys. This is just from the shit I research and study, and I don't know why I want to know all that shit, other than that I don't want to be a statistic. I don't want to follow the herd. I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. They say if you want a different life, you got to go down the road of the unknown. And entrepreneurship is a road of the unknown, and it doesn't matter what you're doing. I don't care what you're doing as an entrepreneur. It is the road of the unknown because the majority of the people surrounding you have never attempted it. So you're not going to be able to say, hey, what do I do in this situation? If you have a problem at your 9 to 5, you get to go talk to a manager and figure that problem out, right? You have a problem in your fucking eBay business. You don't get to call up fucking eBay on the fly and be like, hey, yeah, you can talk to them. But look, first of all, it's difficult. Number two, everybody's not doing what you're doing, right? They're not going to be able to give you advice on how to get you from here to there. Where you go to work and they'll put you through a seminar. They'll put you. They'll give you these little freaking pep talks saying, "Hey, if you want to get to the top of the corporate ladder, do this, do this, do this." They'll tell you how to get there. You're not going to know how to do that when it comes to being an entrepreneur. You got to figure all that shit out yourself. And why it's the road less traveled is because it's fucking hard and it takes focus. And if you're not willing to work hard and not make decisions off your emotions and stay focused, you're not gonna fucking make it. That's why so many small business entrepreneurs, you know how many entrepreneurs a year commit suicide? It's fucking nuts, man. When they lose everything and they just fucking, they put their everything they had into it for 5-10 years, it didn't fucking work out, and they lose everything and they take their fucking life because they had everything invested into it, so life has no meaning anymore for them. It's fucked up, man. I don't think it's as glorified as everybody makes it seem to be, right? Entrepreneurship, okay, because of people like Gary Vee and things of that nature, has become a cool thing. But people ain't talking about how many people commit suicide because they took their life savings and invested into a brick and mortar, and the brick and mortar failed, and now they have nothing to fall back on. People ain't talking about that. I don't think entrepreneur is all that fucking cool thing. You're working harder than anybody fucking else. You have, in order to be successful, you are going to have to outwork fucking everybody. So if you don't like to work, I wouldn't advise even fucking attempting entrepreneurship, right? I, on the other hand, don't like working all the time, but I'm a busybody and can't fucking sit down for 5 fucking minutes to even enjoy my meals. So why not use that energy for something that might make me more income than a 9 to 5? That's basically the reason I really chose it. I didn't want to follow the herd. I've always been a I don't know if you'd call it an outcast, but a person that doesn't agree with authority. Now, I'm not saying we don't need authority in our communities. We do. We need police. Matter of fact, I think we need more police. And I think the penalties should be worse. You kill somebody, you get killed for killing somebody. You rape somebody, you die. Like, this type of shit. That's shit. But the authority that I'm talking about is you're never going to amount to shit. The school teachers or the college professors that tell you this is the only way. You're going to be good at this. Go into this. I don't believe all that. It's a bunch of bullshit. Who the fuck are they to tell you to do what you want to do with your life, right? And it usually takes somebody that has an issue with authority of people telling you what to do to be successful as an entrepreneur. All entrepreneurs I've watched and studied over the course of 5-6 years, every one of them has an issue with people telling them that they can't do something. They have an issue with people saying 9 out of 10 small businesses fail, so you're not going to make it neither. They don't like that, and I don't like that. I don't believe it. I believe it to be true. If you believe that to be true, then it will happen for you, right? You will fail. If you believe it to be true for you, you just believed it into existence, and it will happen for you. If you have focus, You're not afraid to work hard, and you'll work hard when you're having a bad day. You'll fucking make it. You can't look. The only way people fail. Look, first of all, here's why people think they fail, because they lose money, right? Look, man, get money right out of it. Build something strong. Just build a fucking inventory system that is unrecognizable. That they cannot deny you. The buyers have to see your shit, right? You build a system like that and don't think about the money, and you'll fucking get there. If all you're thinking about is every dollar, you're probably not gonna fucking make it. If all you're thinking about is the dollars, it's not gonna be strong enough. The dollar is some stupid currency made up through our federal government to show value. It's a great tool, but that's it, right? It's not everything. It's not what it is what makes the world go round, but it is literally a fucking database in the system of the government. That is all money is, a database. And they want to spend more than they have. All they do is they print it off, and me and your dollar becomes worth less, which means our time becomes less valuable to the company we work for, which means we go broker, right? Inflation. That's what happens. Inflation usually happens when something like we're providing fucking Ukraine with the fucking all these fucking tanks and shit like that. Why do you think your fucking gas went up to the fucking moon? Why do you think your fucking eggs went up to $25 a gallon? Do you think the fucking federal government's going to pay for that? No, we are. We're paying for that shit, right? So I don't know. I encourage people to stay focused on what's valid and important in life. If your family's valid and important, just keep your fucking attention there, right? Keep your attention there. Stay focused on your journey and fucking make it happen. It's your boy Flippinstoop. You guys have a rockin' rad day.